I'm Jonathan Whitworth. I'm a USDA ag research scientist. I work at the breeding program here in Aberdeen, Idaho. I serve as a pathologist, testing new varieties for resistance to different viruses, different soft rots, dry rots, scab, verticillium. My area of focus really is virus research, and specifically potato virus Y. And potato virus Y is important because it causes a yield loss in potato. But more recently, necrotic strains of PVY give us problems with quality because they can cause tuber necrosis or dead spots in the tuber. And so recently, I've, with some other researchers from the University of Idaho and University of Wisconsin and my ARS counterpart in New York, have been awarded a specialty crop research grant for researching PVY. My part of that grant is to help run regional trials for PVY screening. So what I'm doing is getting different clones or potatoes varieties from research breeding programs where they have some idea whether they'll have PVY resistance or not from the crosses they've made. We'll take those PVY lines, those clones, and we'll grow them out in 3 different areas, in New York, in Wisconsin, and Idaho. And we will see how they stand up to the different strains of potato virus Y. And from that information, we'll be able to give back to the breeders information whether their varieties are susceptible to PVY. From that, they'll know if what parents they used gave that resistance, if we have resistance, and they'll be able to better coordinate their crosses to speed up the development of PVY-resistant varieties. What we're doing here is simply a grow out from stuff that will be used for our seed increase. We're determining whether these plants that are indexed or we have a paper trail back to the tuber in storage. We're seeing if these plants have virus. And if they do, then we'll take that tuber out of storage. It won't be part of our seed increase. If they're clean, we'll use that tuber that these represent for our seed increase. But this is all really important because of these new strains of potato virus Y, the necrotic strains that cause tuber symptoms. So we're always looking for varieties or parent material that we can use in crosses that has resistance to PVY. Now, in the previous greenhouse that we were in, we were looking at material that we wanted to determine whether it had virus and get rid of the virus, keep the clean seed that was represented by those plants. In this greenhouse, this is our virus greenhouse. And here we maintain tobacco, what you've seen here, with different strains of PVY in them. And then we'll freeze these leaves that are infected, and we can use them in growth chamber experiments and in other virus experiments to inoculate healthy potato plants. And that way we can learn about what type of symptoms the different potato varieties have when they're infected with the different PVY strains. We'll look at the foliage on the potato, and then we'll grow the potato out to look at the tubers underneath to see if they have any of the tuber symptoms that come from the necrotic strains of PVY. And so that's basically what we use this greenhouse for.